Have you ever felt like the world is moving too fast, leaving you behind as you navigate the challenges of aging and independence? You're not alone. Many people wonder whether living alone can truly be fulfilling. In today's video, we'll uncover 12 essential things to avoid to ensure your golden years aren't just about getting by, but about genuinely thriving. By the end, you'll gain practical insights on preventing isolation, maintaining your health, and creating a safe living environment that nurtures your well-being. We'll also explore how to find a sense of purpose, manage finances effectively, and make your home a sanctuary rather than a burden. Stick with us for stories of transformation through small yet impactful changes. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share if this resonates with you. 1. Avoid complete isolation. As we grow older, isolation can quietly creep into our lives, often unnoticed until it becomes deeply ingrained. It may start with a friend moving away, a loved one passing, or your energy for socializing beginning to wane. At first, the quiet can seem soothing, but over time, the silence can become overwhelming. This shift from solitude to loneliness isn't just sad, it's harmful to our health. Studies show that isolation is as dangerous as some of the worst health risks, including heart disease and depression. The danger of isolation lies in its gradual nature. It's a slow, steady decline that often happens without any dramatic events. While the effects may be subtle at first, over time, isolation diminishes our joy, sense of purpose, and even our will to engage with life. Margaret's story is a great example. After losing her husband, she started volunteering at an animal shelter. Initially nervous, she soon bonded with others who shared her love for animals. This connection helped turn her loneliness into a sense of community. It's a powerful reminder that even small opportunities for connection can protect you from the effects of isolation. 2. Maintain your health. Maintaining your health becomes even more crucial as we age. Living alone can sometimes lead to complacency, as there's no one to remind you to take your medications or encourage you to go for checkups. What starts as small oversights can quickly escalate into serious health issues. I once read about an elderly gentleman who neglected his health, thinking he'd take care of it next week. But those next weeks turned into months, and what began as minor health issues became significant struggles. He later regretted not prioritizing his health earlier. Emotional health is just as important as physical health. Living alone can sometimes lead to loneliness and even depression. It's okay to reach out for support, whether from a friend, family member, or a professional. Speaking to someone about your feelings can be incredibly healing. In addition to emotional support, consider journaling or meditating to reflect on your day. These small acts of gratitude can help bring peace to your life and help you process emotions. Taking care of your emotional well-being is essential to maintaining overall health. 3. Ensure home safety. Your home should be a sanctuary. However, without taking precautions, your home can quickly become a place of vulnerability. Minor accidents, like a fall, a slip, or even dizziness, can turn a safe space into a dangerous one. One woman's story illustrates this vividly. After a minor fall in her kitchen, she couldn't reach her phone and was left waiting for hours before help arrived. This experience prompted her to invest in a personal emergency response system, providing peace of mind, knowing help was just a button away. There are simple steps you can take to make your home safer. For example, lighting plays a significant role in preventing accidents. Ensure that hallways, bathrooms, and stairways are well lit. Consider installing brighter lights or motion sensor lights to navigate your home more safely at night. Handrails and grab bars are crucial in areas like the bathroom or staircases. These simple additions can provide support when you need it most, reducing the risk of falls. Non-slip mats in showers and baths are another excellent way to prevent slipping on wet surfaces. 4. Develop healthy habits. Living alone gives you the freedom to structure your day as you wish. However, Without someone to encourage you or hold you accountable, unhealthy habits can form gradually over time. Maria's story is a poignant example. After losing her husband, she fell into a routine of comfort foods and television, seeking solace from her grief. Over time, she began to feel more tired, her mood worsened, and her physical health started to decline. Determined to make a change, Maria took small steps. She began cooking nourishing meals and taking daily walks, even if it was just a short stroll down the street. These small changes revitalized her, giving her more energy and reconnecting her with herself. Healthy habits don't need to be drastic or overwhelming. Start with small, achievable goals. For instance, aim to cook one healthy meal a week or take a brief walk each day. These simple habits, when practiced consistently, can build a foundation of health, vitality, and joy. 5. Manage your living space. As we age, maintaining a large home can become more of a burden than a comfort. The emotional attachment to a home filled with memories can make it difficult to consider moving, but as the years go by, the upkeep of a large space can feel overwhelming. One woman's experience highlights this challenge. After losing her husband, and with her children grown and moved away, she found herself alone in a large house that once buzzed with activity. The responsibilities of cleaning, repairs, and yard work became burdensome. Eventually, she made the difficult decision to downsize. The smaller home required far less upkeep, and she gained the freedom to travel, focus on hobbies, and spend more time with loved ones. No longer was she bogged down by constant maintenance. Downsizing may not be the right solution for everyone, but it's worth considering if maintaining a large home feels too much. Hiring help for tasks like yard work or cleaning is another option that can ease the burden without forcing you to leave your cherished home. Ultimately, your living space should be a place that supports your well-being, not one that drains your energy. Whether you decide to downsize, simplify, or seek help with maintenance, make sure your home remains a sanctuary that fosters peace, comfort, and independence. 6. Find a sense of purpose. As we age, particularly after retirement or the loss of a loved one, finding a deeper sense of purpose becomes essential. The routines that once filled our days with direction, career demands, raising children, or spending time with a partner can fade, leaving a void. This transition often brings the unsettling question, what now? Life can feel hollow, like the clock is ticking without reason. Many older adults report a sense of time slipping away, particularly when they no longer have the external roles that defined their days. The tasks of work, family life, and companionship once provided structure and meaning. Without them, it's easy to feel lost. But here's an important truth. Your life still holds immense worth, regardless of age or circumstances. Every moment presents an opportunity to redefine purpose and shape your days with meaning. In this stage of life, you are granted the rare chance to reflect on what truly brings you joy. It's a time to rediscover passions and explore new ones that may have been set aside during the busyness of youth, work, and family obligations. Perhaps you've always wanted to try painting, allowing your brushstrokes to speak the words you can't say, or learning an instrument, reconnecting with the beauty of music. Gardening, with its steady rhythm and quiet connection to nature, might provide a source of fulfillment that breathes new life into your days. A powerful example comes from an elderly man who, after retiring and losing his wife, found himself adrift in the quiet of his home. Initially, he struggled to find joy, until he discovered a mentorship program for young adults in his community. Unsure of what he could offer, he volunteered, and quickly realized that his life experiences, wisdom, and empathy were invaluable to the young people he mentored. His small act of volunteering grew into a profound connection, helping him regain a sense of purpose, pride, and fulfillment. If you're seeking purpose, remember that it doesn't have to be a grand gesture. It can start small, learning a new skill, rediscovering an old hobby, or volunteering. Purpose can unfold slowly over time, bringing meaning to your life in ways you hadn't anticipated. Living alone offers you the freedom to shape your days as you please, and within that freedom lies the opportunity to find deep fulfillment. 7. Embrace independence while seeking support. Independence is a cherished milestone, particularly as we age. The ability to make decisions and care for ourselves is one of life's great freedoms. However, there's a hidden challenge in equating independence with doing everything on our own. The idea that asking for help means losing independence is a misconception that can create unnecessary burdens. Consider the story of a woman in her late 70s, fiercely independent throughout her life. After raising children and managing her home single-handedly, she found herself struggling with simple tasks, like carrying groceries or doing household chores. She hesitated to ask her children for help, afraid of appearing incapable. After months of silently struggling, she finally confided in her daughter about her difficulties. To her surprise, her daughter was eager to assist, and their shared time together not only eased her physical burden, but also deepened their emotional connection. This experience taught her that asking for help isn't a sign of weakness, it's an act of strength and wisdom. This story underscores a universal truth. Independence isn't about isolation or self-sacrifice. It's about recognizing when you need support and allowing others to help you. Whether asking a neighbor for assistance or reaching out to family, seeking support enhances your independence, offering peace, joy, and connection. 8. Organize your home. Environment. Your home is more than just a space. It's a reflection of your inner world. It profoundly impacts your mood, energy, and sense of peace. When living alone, you have the freedom to arrange your space exactly as you like. But without external reminders, clutter can gradually accumulate, creating emotional weight that might go unnoticed. One friend, after losing her husband, found herself in a cycle of clutter. Before his passing, their home was beautifully organized. But after his death, she struggled to maintain it. The clutter grew, and the space that once felt cozy and welcoming became overwhelming. It wasn't until a friend visited and helped her declutter that she realized the emotional toll the mess had taken. Clearing the space together gave her a sense of lightness, as though the act of organizing was helping her release some of her grief. Your environment often mirrors your inner state. By taking the time to care for your space, you practice self-care. Start small. Clear a corner you pass daily. Organize a place where you relax, or tidy up a frequently used area. These small acts not only create physical space, but help foster mental clarity and emotional peace. Your home should nourish your spirit, not drain your energy. 9. Structure your time. When living alone, structuring your time is essential to maintaining a sense of direction. Without the structure that work or family schedules provide, it's easy for days to blur together, leaving you feeling unmoored. But reclaiming your time is in your hands. Consider the story of a retired man who struggled after years of having a packed schedule. Without work to fill his days, he felt lost. His days became increasingly empty, and he found himself aimlessly drifting. But he decided to regain control by adding simple routines to his week. Mondays became his grocery shopping day, and he committed to taking a 20-minute walk every morning. He also set aside time to rediscover hobbies he had once loved. These small rituals became anchors, helping him structure his time with purpose. It wasn't about having a busy schedule, but about creating a daily rhythm that gave meaning to his days. Consider small rituals: morning coffee on the porch, a weekly outing, or time set aside for hobbies. Structure brings clarity and joy, turning ordinary days into meaningful experiences. 10. Manage sentimental items. As we age, managing sentimental items can become one of the most emotionally charged tasks we face. Over the years, we accumulate mementos, photos, heirlooms, and keepsakes that carry immense sentimental value. These objects represent parts of our lives and the people we've loved. Letting go of them can feel like letting go of a piece of ourselves. Mary's story is a poignant example. After her husband passed, her home became filled with his belongings, shirts, letters, and items from their life together. Letting go of these objects felt like losing him all over again. Over time, her home became crowded, and the memories became harder to navigate. With the help of her children, Mary began the process of sorting through her husband's things. As they shared stories and memories, she was able to let go of most items, keeping only the most meaningful, a cherished family photo and his favorite watch. This process of decluttering created space for new experiences and relationships, while still honoring the past. Letting go of sentimental items doesn't mean erasing the past. It's about creating emotional space to live fully in the present. Consider keeping only the items that hold deep meaning, and perhaps preserve memories in other forms, like photos or stories. This process allows you to cherish the past while embracing the future with a sense of openness and freedom. 11. Prepare for emergencies. In a world that often feels unpredictable, preparing for emergencies is not just practical. It's an essential act of self-care, particularly for those living alone. Emergencies can strike at any time, and the emotional burden of facing them alone can be overwhelming. Whether it's a sudden medical crisis, a power outage during a heat wave, or a natural disaster like a hurricane or wildfire, the isolation can make a difficult situation even more daunting. Being prepared offers you a sense of control, security, and peace of mind during such events. One story that always sticks with me is about a man who found himself trapped during a brutal winter storm. His town was left without power for days, and he quickly realized how unprepared he was. He had no backup power for his phone, no extra lighting, and no essential supplies to help him through the crisis. His home became a dark and silent place, and the vulnerability he felt was deeply unsettling. He spent days grappling with feelings of fear, loneliness, and helplessness. Each item he added to his emergency kit represented more than just practicality. It was a conscious step toward reclaiming his peace of mind and self-sufficiency. Preparing for emergencies is a profound expression of self-care. It's about anticipating your needs in moments of crisis and ensuring that you have the necessary resources readily available to navigate them with confidence and composure. 12. Organize your finances. While not always glamorous, organizing your finances is one of the most critical aspects of aging well. As we get older, managing money can feel overwhelming, especially when handling it alone. However, there's immense peace of mind that comes from knowing exactly where you stand financially. When your finances are organized, it's not just your money you're protecting. It's your sense of independence, well-being, and freedom from unnecessary stress. One story that stands out is about a woman who had been avoiding her bank statements for months. She felt overwhelmed by her finances, thinking that ignoring them might somehow make it easier. However, when she finally faced the truth, she discovered that she had subscriptions she had forgotten about, bills that had gone unpaid, and fees that had accumulated due to disorganization. The anxiety that came from this realization was almost too much to bear. With help from a family member, she began the daunting task of sorting through her financial chaos. Together, they set up automatic payments for her essential bills, utilities, insurance, and rent, and created a simple system for keeping track of her expenses. Slowly, the weight began to lift as she gained a sense of control and empowerment. This simple act of financial organization can bring immense clarity and relieve stress down the road. And if managing it alone feels daunting, don't hesitate to reach out for help. A trusted friend, family member, or professional financial advisor can assist in creating a system that works for you. Seeking help is not a sign of weakness, but a courageous step toward regaining control over your life.